What's good, everybody? What's good? Tricks here. How you guys doing? What's up, Cosmic? What's up, Jazzy? Let's address the real topic of next week. How are we all feeling about this Exo boss fight? I'm okay with it. I don't expect much. I expect this boss fight to be pretty Cosmic Cube level of, whatever. So no, I'm not stressing that one iota. Not even close. I'm actually not going to play as Hawkeye right this second. I also want to get a lot of these folks into their classic suits. I think that would be cool. I'm actually going to do a little Witta. Oh, do we not get... Oh, for the harm room... For the red room, you don't get a reward for each. You just get one reward at the end. It looks like none of these are actually superior rewards. This is the only superior reward. Huh. Alright, well, I guess in that case, can't hurt to play Hawkeye. I'm going to check this out, though, boys. I'm going to show you a little business on stream like you never even seen before. Although you'll have probably seen it in other streams and whatnot. What's this going to bring it to? 70? That's not good enough. This is not perfect. I still got to get... Actually, while I'm here... Let me check these outposts. I got to check the offline dates to try to get some good ISOs. But I have to... You know what I have to do to do that? I have to replay the story. I have to finish up the story. What's good, Zem? What's good, God Emperor? How you doing? What's good, Hairline? I just need Valor ISOs. I mean, they probably don't have them. You never know. They can sell them. It's not completely impossible. But I'll just check both of these vendors quick. Nope. I think the boss fight will be okay if it's a big mech. I mean, it'll probably be the same mech we saw Monica in the... What is it? She was in the story mode with a big mech, right? This game in Division 2 pissed me off. Feel like I'm getting betrayed, also pleased at the same time. Then they just ruin it. I listen, I hear you, man. I know what it's like. I know the drill. Yo, Siddharth the Gamer. Ran out of reason to grind. They took away my corrupted Varianium. Oh, I'm straight with the corrupted. I got everything I wanted from that event. Oh, here we go. Oh, and increased crit for power attacks? Oh, baby. Call the police here. What do you guys know about this? This is a hot ticket. Fuck, do I even want this on... Do I even want this on Hawkeye? If I get this on Widow, my current Widow setup has... Fuck, man. Is that... Well, hold on. Yeah, I think the arrow split shot is a power attack, right? What am I looking at? The bag of tricks. Yeah, it's a power attack. Ah, man. I mean, the crit, that is good. Damn, I don't know. Because I also use Black Widow's charged shot. Fuck, this would also be really good on Jane. Oh my god. For that throw. Fuck, it'll be good on Thor. Damn. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'll get on Hawkeye. And, fuck it. Oh, I need... My fragments are slipping, boys. Slipping. I gotta get those resources back up. Yeah, I don't think I wanted that on Widow. Not that it's bad on Widow, but I get a lot of crit already on Widow. And I have double increased damage from power attack. So I feel like that's overall better because I'm using a lot of like, I already crit quite a bit, especially while invisible. So I'm not super concerned. It's just a matter of, getting in there. You get it for everyone just time travel? Yeah, I know. The problem with the time travel is I gotta finish the main story. Because I'm still at the part where you get the infinite shipments. I just never did the story again. Yeah, I know I gotta open the shipments. But hold on, let me do something real quick. I guess it doesn't matter which one. Oh wait. You can back it out. Can you up these? Does it doesn't do anything. You need a flying character? I hear you, man. Another flyer would be sweet. And I mean, Jane is a flyer, but like... The thing about Jane is like, even though she's a new character, she doesn't really feel very new, right? Let me crack some shipments. What, did we get a new shipment? No, it's still the Kate. All right. I'll crack a few. I don't have unlimited units like some people. I never got the stimmy when they gave it to everybody. It just didn't come to me, and I tried messaging the devs, and I'm sure they fucking laughed when they saw that DM. So that didn't work. You see the patch notes? Yeah, I mean, we're all waiting to see. I'm just looking forward to the buffs. I just hope some of these buffs will make these characters good again. Some of the shit characters, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I ain't stressing it. It is what it is. All right, we'll open those for now. So here it is. Is this the better of the two? Yeah, see, so I got increased damage for power attacks. On my Widow, I have these exact same ISOs, but yellow. But this is crit chance for power attacks. So we'll throw this one in here. Bang. And then here's the move. So you go... And then you re-equip this one. And then you reload the checkpoint. And that's it. Okay. If done correctly, this should still give me the overcharged, but actually, yeah. But actually give me the business. So there we go. And that's all you need to know about this one. I don't even have damage buff going because I didn't even fire an arrow. Oh my god. Bruh. Whoops. Let me get that damage buff first. Oh, of course, they don't even show up. Bruh. Where damage buff? Where damage buff? Oh, I might have screwed it up. If you hover over the piece. No, it didn't. It didn't screw it up. You guys are seeing live cheeses. Tell your friends. Eek. Trip ridiculous. You ain't lying. Oh my god, where's this run going? This is probably how I'm gonna come in with Hawkeye, if I'm being honest. Into the new villain sector and into the new thing. Oh, this would be a good comic grind too. All right, So, yo, does anyone want to do a raid? I got to do a raid, not on Hawkeye, but on a number of different people. So I got to do challenge 2. Challenge 3. Challenge 4. So 2, 3, and 4 are the only ones you like have to do, and then we'll just complete the objectives on those. You get 3 MCU skins for free. Yeah, you get 3 of them for doing the, or just for no reason. They gave Thor. It was the Thor 1 Thor, the Iron Man 2 Iron Man, and then it was Captain America from the, oh shit. These abilities are not charged. Luckily, it's not the end of the world. We still just rock them. Ah, yes, the old level up. Get your get your super back. Totally planned. Totally, absolutely planned. Planned accordingly. Yo, Thomas with the membership. Yo, thank you so much. Welcome to the Dollar Sub Club. TJ Thomas, the chosen one. Thank you so much, brother. Welcome to the Dollar Sub Club. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Always, always appreciated. Never solicited. You the real MVP. So thank you, thank you. Patch notes are out, are they? Yo, they just came out with the patch notes. Let's pause this. Let's show this off live here. Let me. There we go. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at some of these patch notes. All right, boys. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Let's get the live reaction. I haven't seen these yet. So, no rest for the wicked. S.H.I.E.L.D. has detected a great power source coming from an AIM lab in the Utah Badlands. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Hero updates. Here it is. 2.6 will be making the first changes and tweaks to heroes as part of an ongoing process we announced in our August development update. To make sure that every character continues to feel like the superhero they are, this update adjusts heroic abilities. Okay, so they are focusing just on heroics. We knew that they were going to be focusing. We knew that heroics were like the first priority, but we didn't get an outright confirmation that that was all that was coming. Every hero is included. So yeah, every hero receiving at least 1 buff to heroics. They did say 2 recently, but that's okay. In future updates, we'll be making changes to the parts of heroes' design, not just balance out, but every aspect. So traversal is basically what they're saying. Okay, global changes. Firstly, to better balance combat, we've reviewed our enemies' attacks and heroes' hit to reactions damage. We want to alleviate problems of systemic combat situations where the player can be overwhelmed and spammed with too much damage at once from multiple enemies. So we've incorporated armor on the player that will completely protect players from damage within that fraction of a second, not only granting players a fair amount of time to escape any follow-up attacks, but also granting priority back to the initial enemy attacker who won't have their own attacks interrupted by collateral damage. Wait, hold on. So you can't get juggled is basically, but also granting priority back to the initial enemy attacker who won't have their own attacks interrupted. I don't get that second part. Does that mean we can't juggle them back? The armor only lasts on the player until they're able to abandon the reaction through dodging, evading, or jumping. Okay, so if you take a big hit, you can't take 2 big hits in a row. That's huge. That's going to be huge for defense. That's going to be huge for not needing as much defense. Another global change we've made applying to all heroes, that when players activate heroics, all pushback damage done now applies stun damage and scales with heroic and melee damage instead of just heroic. Wow. There's your melee buff, boys. Wow, you call that that's so silly. So when you activate a heroic, you know how when you guys know when you activate a heroic, all the enemies get kind of pushed back away from you as part of the activation. It's hard to see sometimes, but it's always happened. So that's going to now be stun damage, and it's going to scale not only with Valor, but also your melee. So you're going to have an incentive to use melee. Ah. I mean, it's stun damage, so it's already not great. We know that stun damage is extremely niche. No one's doing like a stun build. It's better than nothing. It's better than doing what it did before, which was nothing, but it's not going to be serious for bosses or anything like that. All right, here are changes. Iron Man. Unibeam. Damage from Unibeam will no longer be reduced when attacking targets that are beyond mid-range. Okay, so it's got unlimited range. I never even knew it. That must be a real long range because I've never even noticed it. Increase Unibeam specialization reserve capacitors by 2.6 times, 2.65 times. The reserve capacitors is that's the triple, right? When you get 3 of them. Wow. Omega Beam. Okay, so because no one uses the reserve capacitors, or the Omega Beam basically doubled. Stun damage fucking quintupled almost. Wow. And then the reserve capacitors, I probably still won't use them. I'll keep it a buck. But I'll probably use the Omega Beam. Nah, shit, I'll probably use all 3. Because this one you can stack, right? If you hit the same enemy multiple times, it doubles up and triples up, right? Oh, man. That's going to be something. Damn, we'll have to see. But definitely the Omega Beam. All right, Arc Overload. Damage done with Arc Overload along with Valor also scales. Okay, so that's what they were saying. So that makes sense. Because when you do the Arc Overload, you stun everything in the area and it knocks them back. Gonna scale with might too. Whatever 5 might I have on my Iron Man, it'll scale that. So that's fine. Okay, Hulkbuster. Here we go. Software updates to Hulkbuster's operating system have been intermittently deployed with the past updates to bring Iron Man's skill and gear functionally proportional to other heroes. Hulkbuster 2.0 will now utilize any hero's skills, gear perks, and other status effects equipped on Iron Man will retain these abilities even when another pilot operates Hulkbuster. Increased Hulkbuster's Magnum missile attack stun damage by 135%. No one really used that for the stun. Damage from Hulkbuster's Unibeam will no longer be reduced beyond mid-range. Okay, so that's fine. Hulkbuster itself had already been buffed to keep abilities. You can get targeted buff on it now. It applies the elements. So that's all been, those changes were pretty much all it needed anyway. So that's basically what they're saying. They increased the Magno missile again. Good Iron Man updates. I like it. Let's look at Hulk. All right. Hulk's Rage Intrinsic now deals Gamma. Okay. So kind of similar to Thor dealing Shock. You can just deal Gamma straight up. I like that. Hopefully they didn't nerf the Sonic and Plasma glitch, so you can now throw on a third element there. Willpower recovered through Rage when struck an enemy has been increased to properly scale with enemy's power beyond level 1. Okay, so we're going to gain more. Increase the duration of Rage's overcharge from 3 seconds to 10. Okay. Increased recovery generated through Rage will also generate while Rage is overcharged. Okay, that's good, because the difference between the overcharge Rage and the hold down R2 Rage were different, but now they're the same, so that's good. All right, Stranglehold. Crawlers are now susceptible to the takedown. Okay, sure. Takedown damage initiated with Stranglehold now, along with Might, now additionally scales with Valor. Can I just say... Oh, takedown damage. I'm sorry. I was going to say, it's funny how Hulk was already doing Might and now it gets Valor on his heroics, but that's the takedown. So we all know... So when you do a takedown, it scales with your Might. We knew that. But now the takedown, when you do it through the Stranglehold, will scale with Might and Valor. So everyone builds their Hulk Might Valor. So you're going to be slapping Adaptoids, Dreadbots, Exos. They're all going down. Oh, and increased Stranglehold attack damage. Okay, so it's going to do double the damage. Extra stun damage, that's fine. And don't forget, when you Stranglehold, it hits even if you do a takedown version, it hits an AoE that actually hits the enemies as well. So that's pretty straight. Increase the duration of the irradiated destruction. So that's the pool afterwards by 2 seconds. That's fine. Stun damage by 400%. Very nice. Increase the status damage by 1900%. Holy! Where's Lejeune? Holy! That's pretty insane. So that's the status damage. So when they're taking the gamma damage, usually it's not a lot, right? When you're taking gamma, it doesn't tick a lot of damage. They're 20 timesing or 19 timesing that damage. That's going to be a sizable amount of damage. That's pretty wild. Stranglehold specialization, irradiated destruction now activates the radial hazard when attacking exos, adaptoids, or crawlers. Okay. All right. Bone Shaker. Damage done by Bone Shaker now scales with might. That's usual. Attack damage by 100. Okay, I mean, Bone Shaker never really did damage, right? It was more of just a taunt. Stun damage by 200, right? So tripling the stun damage. That's good. All right, here we go. Thunderclap. Damage done by Thunderclap along with Valor now additionally scales with might. Oh my god, you're gonna be destroying people with Thunderclap. Wow, that's incredible. Increased damage by 85%. Stun damage of the ground zero. That's the gamma ground effect. Stun damage increased by 40. And then status damage by 100. So double the status damage. That's fantastic. Hulk is back, baby. Hulk is going to be clapping people. Absolutely clapping people. The Stranglehold is going to be destroying things. And the Thunderclap is going to be destroying things. Thunderclap is going to absolutely melt everything now. If it scales with Valor and Might and almost doubles its damage on top of that, it's going to be back to OG Thunderclap. Probably even better. If I'm being honest, allegedly they only nerfed it 25%. Damn, that's crazy. That is going to be extremely, extremely legit. I'm excited to see some big time Hulk plays. I'm definitely going to get my Hulk up, but holy. All right, Thor Odinson. Boy, let's see how they fix this one. This is a character who desperately needed a buff. Increase the duration of Odin Force Overcharge from 3 seconds to 10. All right. God Blast. Damage done by God Blast now additionally scales with precision? Oh my god. Increase God Blast attack damage by 50 and shock damage by 200 and the Thunderstorm specialization by 200. You're going to kill bosses with God Blast now. You're going to be literally destroy. You can probably take out Taskmaster with a single God Blast now. Wow, that's wild. That is wild. Warrior's Fury. Damage done with Warrior's Fury attack along with Valor now scales with might instead of precision. Damage done with Warrior's Fury lightning strikes along with Valor now additionally scale with precision. Okay. So it's a little confusing. So this is talking about the actual attack, and this is the lightning strikes that come down. Attack damage by 2. That's fine. I mean, Warrior's Fury never did a lot of damage, but it'll just tack on a little more now. All right, Bifrost. Bifrost now additionally scales with might. Okay, so if you're playing a might Thor, like a melee Thor with might and Valor, your Bifrost is going to be looking good. Hazard damage done by Bifrost special now scales with Valor. Ooh, okay. So that's going to be the burn that comes down afterwards. The amount of burn we're talking is going to scale with your Valor. Hazard damage by 200%, essentially. Bifrost stun damage. So anything you don't kill is going to be stunned. It looks like they didn't really up the damage other than the fact that it now scales with might. So here's the thing about a lot of these, and I'll just call this out, is that even if you're not building for might, right, you're still going to have significant damage added, right? You don't have to have a lot of might to get a boost, right? Even if you have, like, let's say you have a piece that just threw on might and you were like, it's not perfect, but I'm using it. Like, you're going to notice a difference, right? Because it's going to scale with that extra might. So that's pretty sweet. All right, Black Widow. This is what I'm excited about. This is one of the ones I'm excited about. Because I feel like the ones we've talked... Well, Hulk was definitely needed. Iron Man and Thor were not... They didn't need buffs, but they got them. Increased duration of Shadow Ops overcharged from 3 seconds to 10. That's good, because that Shadow Ops thing just went away way too fast. So 10 seconds there is great. All right, Widow's Bite. Damage by 70. That's fine. So that's flat. Specialization by an additional 70 for the Taser Dart. That's the one I think most people use. Stun damage by 30. Taser Dart. Shock damage by 25. You're going to be melting with the Taser Dart for sure. Lightning Fist. So that's the punch by 80. The punch is good. Okay, so just pretty much flat buffs across the board there. Can't argue with that. Veil of Shadow. Damage done by Veil of Shadows. Okay, that's the same verbiage line that they've been saying in regards to activating abilities, so that's fine. Veil of Shadows attack damage by 60%. I don't understand what that means. Veil of Shadows doesn't do damage, really. It'll stun things in the area, but that's your invisible, so I'm not really sure what that means. Corrected Veil of Shadows description from 20% to 420% increased damage. Okay. We'll have to look at that, because the Dark Thorn was one that I never really used because I think it said 20. If it's actually 420, that's pretty insane. All right, Power Surge. Power Surge attack damage by 400%. What are these numbers, man? All right, so there's your Melee Widow right there. I'll be building Melee Widow, Power Surge Pole. It'll be doing 5 times what it does now, and I'll give you a hint. It's pretty good now. That's insane. Stun damage by 100, sure. You're not going to need it. You're not going to need it because everything's going to be dead before it can be stunned. That's wild. All right, here's Black Panther. King's Mercy. Increased King's Mercy attack damage by 450%. Okay. That's pretty insane. Stun damage by 100, sure. Increased stun damage from medium to high, okay. Increased Mercy Specialization ABC attack damage by 630. They went crazy on Black Panther. Holy. I mean, he needed it. Let's be honest. But wow, that's insane. Kimoyo Beads attack damage by 30. Okay, not much. I usually use those for stun, although you can do damage with them. Stinger attack damage by 11. Blast attack damage by 60. Okay, so not a big change to Kimoyo Beads, but they're up. All right, Bass Chosen. Damage done by Bass Chosen's attack along with Valley. Yep, we knew that. Attack damage by 100, so doubled. Damage done by the Adored Ones now scales with Might and Valor. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So those are the summons that you get. Increased Bass Chosen Adored One's Vibranium attack damage by 900%. So they're going to do 900. I assume that's status damage, right? So they're going to just apply Vibranium across the board. That's pretty insane. Pretty insane. Great on... Definitely for Black Panther, the King's Mercy. Through the moon more than anything. That's incredible. Really, really cool there. And then, yeah, I mean, the Bass Chosen, solid. Really good for him. All right, this is it. Oh, get out of here. This is it, guys. Captain America. This is what I am praying for. This has to be good, man. Steamroller attack damage by 240%. Okay, I mean, I guess. I mean, I can't argue with that. Maybe it could have been more. I don't think his Steamroller is very good regardless. Even it could have did 500% more, and it probably still wouldn't have quite been there. But 240 is okay. I mean, if you're using it on lower level enemies or, weaker enemies, it does generate orbs. So I guess I'm not super mad about that. Increased Rally Cry attack damage by 60%. I don't know, again, what that means because Rally Cry doesn't do damage unless it's the, initial hit. Scales with Valor long... Okay, so that's just the same thing that it did. Increased stun damage from low to medium. Okay. Brooklyn Brawler. Increased Brooklyn Brawler attack damage by 400% on the Brooklyn Brawler. Ooh, along with Valor now scales with Might. Oh, baby. And stun damage went from low to high. Wow, so you're gonna fucking run a train over people with Brooklyn Brawler. I gotta say, overall, I'll give my final thoughts at the end here, but these numbers are high. These are high numbers. I'm curious to see if people are going to do a little before and after to see if they actually are 400%, right? Because you're going to melt everything. Super Adaptoid, Claw, they're all going to go down instantly with almost no effort. So are they going to like scale up the difficulty of the game? I don't understand. I mean, great for Cap. Great for Cap. This plus scaling with Might, absolutely insane. That's gonna put him way up there in terms of damage. The Brooklyn Brawler, as usual. Anyone who was building range Captain America, you fucked up. Brooklyn Brawler was always the way. So that's cool. All right, Hawkeye. Let's see. Damage on recovery arrow now scales with precision. Okay, that's fine. That's just the initial kick. That's it. That's all they. Fucking Hawkeye OP. Hawkeye's OP, man. They can't stop him. He's too good. There's nothing they can add to him that would be any better. All right, so Hawkeye stays as is. Is that like their nod to just realize that Hawkeye is the best character? Clearly, he's the best character if everyone is getting buffs but him. That's so insane to me. Oh, that's funny. All right, Kate Bishop. She desperately needed specifically heroic buffs. Warp Arrow. Damage done by Warp Arrow's Quantum Explosion along with Valor now additionally scales with Might. Damage done by the Warp Arrow itself continues to scale with Valor and range as designed. Okay, so the literal arrow scales with Might, but the explosion, when you actually do it, scales with... the arrow scales with Valor and ranged. The other one scales with Might now too. Okay. Damage by 80%, fine. Probably still not going to use it. Stun damage, okay. Damage done by Warp Arrow's Singularity, along with Valor, now scales with Precision. Singularity damage by 80%. Oh, and Singularity stun damage by 300%. That's really good. So when you do the Singularity is like the black hole that Kate Bishop does. High stun damage. That's good. Attack damage, no one really uses it for the damage, so that's fine. Decoy attack damage by 150, not enough, I don't think. Probability matrix attack damage by 150. Damage done by After Image along with Valor now scales by Might. Orange now breaks block on the enemy guard. Okay, that's not bad. Damage done by Self-Destruct now scales with Ranged. Self-Destruct damage by 8%. Okay. They're out here throwing around fucking 1900% for some heroes, and then Kate Bishop gets 8% Self-Destruct damage. All right. Here we go. Quantum Overdrive. Damage done by Quantum Overdrive along with Valor now additionally scales with Might. Interesting. So melee Kate. I guess if you're using the blade, that could be good. Attack damage by 565%. That's high. That's a lot. That is a lot of damage. That could be good, and that could be good both for the ranged Quantum Overdrive and if you're doing the swords that shoot the beams. That could be a sweet way to play her, for sure. I like it. I'm about it. Overall, maybe Kate probably could have did more with the decoy, but that's fine. All right, Mighty Thor, who is already the best character. God Blast. Damage done by God Blast. Valor now scales with Precision. Okay, great. Increased XYZ. They kept a placeholder. She's such a copycat character that they still have a placeholder for her attacks. Come on. Okay. Sure. Attack damage by 50%. Okay. Along with also scaling from Precision. That's fine. Shock damage by 200. Sure. Thunderstorm damage by 200. Yeah, that's pretty much copy Thor. That's good. Lightning Strikes. I think this was all pretty much what Thor was for the Warriors Fury 2. I could be wrong, but I'll go back. But fine. Just straight damage. Okay. All weapon. Increase the all weapons Fury attack damage by 135. Good. That's good. I like that. I love the all weapon. I love the damage it does. I'm a fan. I like that. I like a damage buff there. That's great. Ms. Marvel. Oh, baby. Ms. Marvel's high 5 damage up by 240%. Stun damage by 400. Up high damage by 240. Now, I'm assuming this is a flat buff, and I'm assuming this for all heroes, that this is a flat buff, and then if you have this specialization, it's an additional amount here for that specialization. So that's interesting. The rest of that, stun damage, too slow. I don't remember which one is which, but I don't even know which one I use, I'll be honest with you. That's all they did for Ms. Marvel. I guess she didn't really need anything else. If we're talking specifically heroics, I mean, the only thing I said in my other video was I would like to see more stagger resistance while she's embiggened, but clearly they weren't thinking that far. This was mostly, it looks like everything here is pretty much just numbers buffs, right? Which is what it is. All right, Spider-Man. Web Bomb. Increased web bombs damage by 725%. These numbers are out of control. Who buffs a skill by 725%? Like, it's not like it didn't do any damage, and now it's going to do 7 times that damage? Come on. That's insane. Increased web bomb specialization, web retraction attack. So that's the pull-in. Stuck to you by 4. Okay. Yo, these numbers are out of fucking control. Let's see. Damage done by Wrecking Ball along with Valor now scales with might instead of precision. Increase Wrecking Ball attack damage by 100. Increase Wrecking Ball nest damage by 150. Okay. I mean, 100 is fine. And also scales with... now scales with might. That's good. So you could build them with might. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. The web bomb is fucking huge. I mean, that's a ton of damage. So it'll be nice. And you can spam those pretty well on Spider-Man. So I'm excited for that. All right, sweet. So that's it for the heroes. I'll just scan through the rest of these. Most of this looks like a bunch of nothing. UI, bunch of nothing. Combat, okay. No longer multiplies lasting damage, okay. Range, nah, it's all nothing. All right, so pretty much that's it. So all right, these are the skills. So overall, my thoughts. I mean, these numbers are absolutely out of control. Let me go back up to it. Some of these numbers are absolutely out of control. My one thing that I will say is I don't think the right characters got the proper buffs. I mean, so there's no, and this is very, guys, by the way, this is very like initial knee-jerk reaction. So I'll reflect on it a little more. I think in some cases they did good. I think, just huge buffs. Like if I look at like Captain America, right? Kate Bishop with the Quantum Overdrive, just like enormous amounts of damage buff. That'll definitely shake up the meta, like 400 and now scaling with might and increase stun on Brooklyn Brawler. Like that's huge, right? That's going to blow things away. Same thing with Black Panther. I don't think some of these characters, it's kind of weird. Hawkeye got nothing, but Thor and Iron Man still got something. So that's kind of interesting. I would have liked to see, which I guess coming into it now, knowing that it was only focused on their heroics is fine. I would still like to see buffs to maybe like some of the less loved parts of people's kit. So even strong characters like Iron Man, I would like to see a buff to maybe repulsors, right? Or if you look at like a Kate Bishop, some reason to use something other than Scattershot, right? We don't really have that right now. So those are the buffs I'd still like to see. But overall, I mean, I'm pretty happy with these. I like the Power Surge damage. I like the Captain America Brooklyn Brawler damage. I like the Kate Bishop Quantum Overdrive damage. Thor is going to absolutely maul people. Hulk is going to absolutely maul people now. Yeah, what more can I say? Huge buffs. We'll have to see. I'm going to reserve most judgment for, when we actually get it in game, because I don't know how the game is going to scale to this. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. Like, people can already destroy... let's use Captain America as an example. It's possible to already destroy Super Adaptoid or Claw with Brooklyn Brawler. It's not perfect, but it's possible. And now they're going to just they're essentially going to 5x that damage. Now, the people who could already do it are going to do it in one fucking hit. So I don't know. I do not know. We'll have to see. But some of these numbers are just absolutely crazy. Absolutely, positively crazy. All right, let me know what you guys think. Shit. All right, fellas. I'm going to I'm still here, but I'm going to. I haven't been looking at chat. I'm gonna post this stream. I'm gonna take that snip and throw it on YouTube as well. Can't wait for the update. Cloning Labs. I know Cloning Labs. That's what I'm saying, Billy. Cloning Labs is gonna be a breeze now. That's wild. Everything's gonna be one shot. Literally everything's gonna be one shot. That's so wild. Let me go on Twitter real quick, see what everyone else is saying. That is wild. Yeah, I'm curious what other people. I mean, they're definitely good buffs. I'm not saying they're bad. Everything seems great. It seems like a little over the top, right? Or am I tripping? Call me crazy, but these numbers are high. What up, Alex Lewis? As an RPG noob, what does it mean to scale with Valor and Might? Yeah, so basically what it means is that when you do an attack, so your Valor, so if you see here, your Valor, it affects your heroic effectiveness in this case. So like when you do a heroic attack, it looks at how high your Valor is, and that's how much damage it does. If you have higher Valor, the attack does more damage because your Valor affects your heroic attacks. What they're saying is that it's going to scale with Valor and Might. So now it looks at your Valor plus your Might, and that's what determines how much damage you do. So you're just going to be doing more damage. It's pretty wild, actually. So we'll see how that goes, but I don't know. All right, I got to do a few more of these harm rooms. Yo, if anyone wants to do some stuff, I got to do some OLTs and potentially a raid. I don't know how many raids we'll get into tonight. But if anyone's down, I really need to do some OLTs if anyone's down for that. But let me know. You guys let me know who's down. I am loving this new Hawkeye build. It's absolutely fire. I mean, I think you guys already knew how fire it was, but holy, you know, it's pretty insane. How crazy that Hawkeye's not getting a buff. That is so funny to me. It's just so funny to me because it's like he's the best, but I know that Hawkeye's the best character right now, but it's just funny because he after the buffs, I don't know if he will be. I don't know. I do not know. 725 on Spider-Man on the throw? That's too high. I mean, hey, I'm for it. I play a Valor Spider-Man anyway, and I use like crit chance. I get crit chance on web attacks and stuff, so I'm good. That's wild, man. They're gonna have to nerf the which I don't want them to, but they're gonna have to nerf the heroic charge rate perks because that's the only thing that I can think will bring these buffs in line, right? If you're going to buff these things by 400, 500, 700, you need to make it so you don't just get all your heroics back immediately. That's my hot take. I know people ain't going to be happy about that, but it is the truth. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm all for buffs, no nerfs. To be fair, though, I don't know if I truly do not know if the heroic charge rate thing is intentional. It almost certainly cannot be, right? that's not how it should have worked. But hey, I mean, what do I know? I wish the actual locked on attack like actually did more, you know? It would just be cool. Like, we're locked on right now. Oh, well, now we're not. We ran out of the juice. Oh, get out of here, Bastion. But, I mean, you guys know it. You know it to be true. I mean, I hope not. And honestly, whatever. They ain't listening to me. They already said that it's intentional. So, I mean, who you gonna believe? But it's just, it is what it is, right? I mean, if that's the damage, that's the damage. Dora's God Blast. Yeah, I mean, right. You buff God Blast and then stealth nerf it so you can't do the 3 God Blasts. It's possible. Shit. I mean, I don't know. They better not nerf it. You find the lock-on really annoying? Yeah, I hear you, man. I wish it was good. It's just not good. It just doesn't really work. You know? Alright. Power attacks, defeated Adaptoids. Alright, so we're good with 2s. We need to do 3s. You'd rather have heroic gain over the buffs, keep it more interesting? Yeah, I hear you. Hey. Hulk is, I think Hulk got the most buffs. I think Hulk's most characters just got, you know, some general damage, you know, whatever. But I think Hulk got the largest buff to his kit. I think he for sure came out of this looking better than anybody else. But I'll be honest, man. I mean, I'm happy with all of it for the most part. I mean, I'd still like to see other buffs, but I don't think I'm not disappointed by any of the buffs they put on there. I don't think anything they put on there was like, how could they have done that, you know? Oh, did we freeze it? No, we didn't. You know, I'm not saying anything they did was like 100% wrong or anything. Oh, we screwed up. We don't have the thing anymore. We don't have the cheese perks. That's okay. All good, all good. You know us, we stay slapping. But yeah, no, I'm excited to try Cap. And it's the cool thing to me is that it doesn't seem like Cap's changing much. Like, I'll probably still play Cap almost exactly how I play him now, right? I think it'll just be a matter of doing way more damage. Which I guess, you know, it's interesting because you think like, oh, my favorite character is getting buff XYZ. Like, I'm so excited for this. But it doesn't, it's going to be hard to kind of redo a meta because everyone's getting huge buffs, you know? I don't even know if I can say like Hulk is going to be S tier now because I don't actually know. It's hard to say when you look at the other characters. You look at Jane, you look at whoever else. It's not that easy to just say, right? These enemies take too long to spawn. Too damn long. He need to be faster without the jumping? Yeah, you're not lying. I think they said they're going to work on some traversal as well. So I think we're okay in that regard. We'll be that'll be coming next. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm just going to do a few more red rooms unless anyone wants... Like I said, I would like to do some OLTs on some of my... I got to do an OLT on Hulk and on Cap. So those are the two. I'd like to bang out some OLTs with them. You know. Oh, you get exotics from this? Oh, it's the technical power, right? Oh, but it's what the fuck? This is a technical power piece, but it's vibranium. That's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. What do we have to do for the actual red room? I know you have to complete a bunch of these, but what's the other stuff? 5 assignments, defeat enemies of any kind, knock enemies into techno lava, collect memory fragments. Okay. Okay. We'll do it with Hawkeye for the most part. Where are my orbs, man? I need the orbs. You gotta get orbs. If you're not generating orbs, you know, you ain't looking good. What's up, Renee? How you doing? Renee, you interested in an Omega level threat super adaptoid? You're usually down. Oh, we lost the buff. It should overcharge us right when we activate that, but hoping Clone Lab's extremely hard. Yeah, I'll be interested to see, because I got news for you. I was already planning on blowing it away with my current builds. So we'll be interesting, which I guess will be the case with Hawkeye, because they didn't buff him at all, so... You know, it just goes to show who the best character really is. We literally have official, like unequivocal evidence, stone cold, developer confirmed evidence that Hawkeye is the best character. I know Lejeune's happy about the buffs to Hulk, I'll tell you that much right now. It'll be really interesting to see how they go about some of this stuff. Because I mean, these. Hey, listen, I'm all for it, but they're going out of control. We'll have to see. They're gonna have to scale something to make up for it. Otherwise, the game's gonna be too easy. I think they've. And my initial knee-jerk is that they've severely overtuned everything, at least for the casual player, right? Like, yo, TJ, yeah, I'm down, dude. Let's get in. Do I have you on my friends list, TJ? If not, send me a friend request. Tricks Ridiculous, same exact spelling as my YouTube. Or just give me yours and I'll add you, if we're not already. If so, let me know what it is, because I forget. I forget what everyone's OLT or in-game name is. I will say that I'm not going to be coming in with the best of characters, but we'll make it work. Oh, Alex, I got you, bro. Oh, God Emperor Doom, I got you. I'm sorry, I'm not even reading chat, and I'm over here asking if people still want to do it. All right, so if we're down, God Emperor Doom, Alex, and TJ Thomas. If you guys are down, let's do it. What are your gamer tags? I'm coming in with Hulk. I'll keep it a buck. My Hulk is actually pretty good. Even though he's pretty low level, he's just got to get up there, but he's pretty strong. And I'm using a pretty strong build on him. So it'll be good. The real hot ticket that you guys don't even know, I don't have it, but if you have a targeted ranged piece here, the Thunderclap actually affects it. Davingo, I got you. Yo, Lejeune! Yo, Lejeune, how about those Hulk buffs? Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck here. Those Hulk buffs were out of control. He's gonna be a monster. The clap now scales with melee in addition to Valor, and they buffed it by like 80%. It's over. It's gonna be back to pre nerf levels. You know what I'm saying? That is so wild. That is crazy. Yo, but Hawkeye is confirmed, unequivocally, developer confirmed the best character right now. That's so wild. He's so busted. All right, I'm sorry. So I invited, let me go back. I know I accepted multiple friend requests just now. I know one of them looked like it was TJ. Doom, you're DeVigo. Okay, cool. Bet. I got you. And then I think Alex. I think I saw Alex. Or there he is. I bet. Invite to Marvel's Avengers. All right. Invites are out to the squad. When did they release details about the hero buffs? Just now. It's go to their page. It's an update right on their page. They got everything on there. That is so wild. They buffed nothing about my man Hawkeye. Yo, Hulk is going to be so insane, June. I'm leveling mine right now. I'll keep it a buck. I never really play Hulk. My Hulk, I haven't played Hulk since they nerfed Thunderclap. I'll be real with you. All of my upgrades for Hulk have been mostly from just doing events that give it to all heroes. I just don't play him. But I got to get back on it, man. And I'm already doing, you already know, I'm doing the Sonic with the Sonic, or with the pin, Plasma. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Get out of here. What am I doing? Where's the one I was using? So this, yeah, Faultless Inspiration. Yeah, that's it. No, we can't use Pim. Pim doesn't work. We can upgrade. I'm running low on materials, though. Let me tell you that much. But I know some tricks with Hulk. Don't you worry. I got my tricks. All right, we good? All right, let's boogie, fellas. Oh, I'm cheesed. Oh, no. Oh, if someone else can load up the... I'm not going to be able to do it. Oh, maybe I can. If I just... I can just... Yeah, here we go. I got it. Bet. Thanks, guys. You deal Gamma with his rage, intrinsic, insane. Yeah, I know. And especially if you're able to keep... especially if you're able to still do the Plasma and the other one. But even still, you don't even have to do that. You can get, like... If you're able to do Gamma with the Rage, you can just get, like, a Cosmic on Melee. You could do Power Attacks Cosmic or Power Vibranium. You do Vibranium Gamma. That'd be easy peas. And then the other thing is they upped for the Ground Zero, the Gamma pools. Both the Stranglehold, they buffed Stranglehold to shit too. That thing's up in damage. And the pool, both the Stranglehold and the Ground Zero Gamma pool, the status damage is through the roof now. That's going to be insane, man. Any good buffs for Kate? Yeah, Andy, what's going on, man? Yes, her ultimate, the Quantum Overdrive, now does 600% more damage. So we'll see how that works. And I think it scales with Might and Valor now. So whether you're doing the ranged one or even the Sword Swipes one, if those Sword Swipes are doing... If you have a melee slash Valor Kate, and you got those Sword Swipes from her ultimate, and they're doing 600% more damage, you're looking good. You're looking good, kid. All right, bet, Renee. Yeah, we'll get you in. That is pretty wild. Hawkeye's buffs were the only buffs that scaled correctly. That is pretty wild. Oh god, where am I going? Sorry guys. Just checking something on my phone. They must be buffing the boss. That's what I'm saying, Jude. That's what we were just talking about. There's no way. Because you could already... Here's a clue. I mean, even though... Let's use Captain America as an example. Captain America was not strong. But if you really... There were builds that could absolutely... You know, that could absolutely still crush face, right? Like, I've seen Super Adaptoid go down to, like, a couple swings of the Brooklyn Brawler, right? With the right setup, with the perfect setup, right? Now Brooklyn Brawler does 400 times the damage, or 400% more damage. I mean, you'd be crazy. You'd be absolutely crazy. I don't know, man. And you know, here's what I was saying, June, is that I worry that they're going to stealth nerf the... They're going to stealth nerf the... Or even just nerf the heroic charge rate stuff. That's the only thing I can think. That's the only thing I can think is that they're going to remove the heroic charge rate buff perks to compensate for the fact that you do 400% more damage. 4 times space. Increased damage of Brooklyn Brawler by 400%. So 5 times technically. 400% more. And that's not even the biggest one. I think Black Panther got a buff. Black Panther got like a Vibranium buff of like 2,000%. Something, I'll pull it up again. There was something about Black Panther had a 2,000% buff. That is just crazy to me. I bet. Yo, don't worry, I got... Yo, they didn't really buff Ms. Marvel either, to be fair. They buffed her high 5 and that was it. Which, if I'm being honest, that's about as much of a buff as they gave to Hawkeye. Because no one really does damage with her high 5, right? We have a Thor, right? Okay, cool. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm happy with the buffs. I'm just excited that more characters are going to feel overpowered, because it is true. I mean, if you're any type of player... Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh, what the fuck kind of spawn is this? Oh, never mind. That's funny. If you're like an endgame player, for the most part, I think you have a general idea that, yeah, Thor is better than Captain America. He just is, you know? And you could do whatever mental gymnastics to pretend that you like know something someone else doesn't, but let's be honest, we all know what the score is, right? No one's getting fooled by Captain America, you know? So it'll be good to see that there's just more options, you know? What's good, Derek? And yeah, I think they said the Stranglehold's getting like 200% more damage, and the takedown is now a Valor and Might takedown versus just Might. Which that's huge. That is huge for sure. Because takedowns are normally just Might. But if you scale Valor and Might on the takedown and it buffed it by 100%, that takedown is going to be absolutely clamping down any Adaptoid, Exo, this guy right here. You know, I'll be interested to see a lot of these perks that they say are like... they got a lot of perks that they're talking about scaling with Might, scaling with this, right? I'll be interested. I'll be very, very interested to see if some of these pieces that like now scale with Might or now scale with Precision actually trigger Might or Precision or Melee or Precision perks. That would be very interesting to see. We're going to have to test that. That will get back things fun for casual. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. It's no doubt it's a good thing. I'm just saying it's just kind of crazy how, like, you know, if you look at some of these damage numbers, right, that they're looking at, it's like you could have a nothing build. You could have a legit nothing build and just be doing 600% damage with Kate's ultimate, right? And just literally melt. I can even imagine the worst possible Kate build I could possibly imagine. Still destroying if it's doing 600% more damage than it's doing now. Look at the Spider-Man web bomb, right? Not that that's a boss slayer or anything, but like go on your Spider-Man right now and throw a web bomb at an enemy. Throw like the web bomb that, you know, assuming you have like a sizable amount of Valor, like a decent amount of Valor. It doesn't have to be a lot. But go throw that web bomb, and you come back here and you tell me that web bomb didn't do okay damage, right? At least okay damage. Now you come back here and you tell me how that web bomb's going to do when it does 8 times that damage. I mean, come on. Like, am I tripping here? I mean, let's be honest. These buffs are long overdue. These characters should have started the game this strong and then only went up from there. I'm a fan of no nerfs. I'm a fan of no nerfs and just make the game harder. Make the game harder, not in a damage capacity. If the game was harder in the sense that you had to do more mechanics or there were enemies had different things about them and things weren't so bullet spongy, then it would be not as impactful, right? To the overall theme of having enemies just or having players just do a massive shit ton of damage. It would be fine, right? Should you get the Ragnarok skin for Hulk? Yo, bro, that skin looks pretty good. I just got the Hawkeye skin, so I'm out for skins right now. But that Hawkeye skin is pretty fire, I ain't gonna lie. Here's what I got. I got this Faultless Vibranium with Valor, Precision, Resolve. Precision doesn't really help. Oh, but no, Thunderclap. What, does Thunderclap scale with Precision? No, it scales with Might now, they were saying. It's all Might with... Thor's God Blast scales with Precision. What the fuck is that? Take your God Blast and just throw an extra 200 Precision on top of that. Holy. Holy chat. My goodness. What's up, Subcube? We need a mobility buff. I hear you, man. Believe me, I hear you. But hey, these are great changes. And overall, I think my overall opinion is that it's just it'll be better to have more options. And I know I say that of two minds, right? Because I know it's possible to get more damage or it's possible to complete all content with all characters if you're really committed to building them like to a T. But in general, there are characters that are just straight worse than others. We all know this. It's not a mystery, right? So we'll see. Oh, look at that. Oh, he ripped him, but he's not dead. Did you guys see? I ripped the dude in half, but it wasn't enough to kill him. That was insane. I never even seen that. I've seen the rip, but they've always immediately died from that. That is funny. Oh, that's really funny. I need to get that Bone Shaker 4 slot. To be honest with you guys, that's gonna be the piece I need more than anything. Damn, this guy's just walking away from me. He ain't even playing. Damn, look at that. No damage, man. And I can't even get him with the takedown. I'm gonna have to hit him with this. All right, see you later. I can tell you this Hulk doesn't do a lot of damage right now, but he'll be legit. Give him till next Tuesday. And this is all happening Tuesday. This isn't like weeks down the road. This is happening Tuesday, guys. Come on. That's insane, right? You happy for this Hulk buff? I hear you, Corey. Hey, man, I'm happy. Here's the thing. I'm not even a Hulk player, but I'm happy because I'll play Hulk. I've always been a well-rounded player. If you would ask me, like, my favorite character, it's probably Iron Man, maybe Kamala, if I'm being honest. But, like, I try to play everybody. I try to play Thor. I try to play Hawkeye, Iron Man, Kamala, Cap. Cap was my first character, that I really built. I'm looking to play more Spider-Man, like Kate Bishop I'm getting into. My Black Widow is insane now. Like, so I definitely want to play everyone, and I think that's the best thing about this patch is that it's essentially we're essentially getting more options to play as all these different characters, right? So that's pretty sweet. I'm over here doing OLTs because I still got characters under 150. Oh, really? Come on, dude. But you see, I get that Vibranium payload. What do you know about the Vibranium payload, yo? Let me tell you. It's pretty solid, actually. Is my girl? No. Someone else is on this? Yeah, we're good. Changes are super nutty, I know, right? Hit from there. Oh yeah. I always debate whether or not to kill these enemies, because it's like, what does it matter if you just stay on the thing? They all die anyway. But sometimes you just feel like killing an exo, I definitely need to get the heroic charge rate stuff on pretty much everybody. I use it primarily on Kamala, Iron Man, now Hawkeye. I gotta get it on Hulk. It's so huge on Hulk. And I mean, I'm using this. I gotta get a piece. That, which you guys probably don't know. The Thunderclap can trigger your ranged perks. So I bet half of the crowd didn't even know that. So you really got to get. It's gonna be wild if we have to get those targeted for a Hulk. Imagine that. Appreciate you for reading the blog. Yeah, of course, man. absolutely. I'm gonna throw it up on my YouTube as well with a little bit more of a reaction to what I think, because I kind of was a little more knee jerk, but we'll see. But yeah, these changes are great. I'm most excited to just play Cap more, because Cap is my favorite character. I would love to play more Cap, and I'm sure he's still not going to be the best. Like, it's funny, even though he's getting a huge buff, other characters are getting bigger buffs. They're going to make it like he's kind of crap right now, you know? But I'm cool with it. As long as I can also play him and he'll be acceptable, then I'm good. You know? I gotta tell you, I am a fan of the faultless vibranium on Hulk with the sonic and the plasma. And especially if he's gonna be able to do... Oh, that'll be really good. Even if they fix the sonic bit, if they're able to do... Or even if you don't even need it, you could get the targeted cosmic. You could get like a... You're gonna have gamma on the... You're gonna have gamma on the rage, right? So that's already gonna massively bolster his melee. Can I just say, I love how the buff to melee is let's add status on all melee by giving it to his rage attack. Even though he already had status on all melee, but they couldn't give status on all melee to any other character. Give me a fucking break. That's a little silly. Gonna build Jane on range. Yo, I play Jane on range. She's absolutely insane. I need to level her more. She's not at 175 yet. She's at like she's close. She's like 165, which I guess is not that close. Look at those ticks, though. Did you see all those ticks for 20k? This is like a dot build, you know? You do like, you get them, hit them with the vibranium, damage buff, faultless buff, boom, bang. Hit him with the sonic and plasma and vibranium for the status. You give him the bip. All of a sudden they're ticking. Then you're in the bip. Catch him on the flip. Imagine how OP... I know, well, Winter Soldier is just going to come out of the gate fucking pounding, right? He's just going to come out of the gate fucking swinging, right? So we'll see. All right, fellas, we should... I mean, why am I worried? All three of the guys on my team are 175. Usually when I'm playing with randos, I know these are not randos. Usually when I'm playing with randos, it's always a bit of a crunch, right? Oh my god. This is the one problem with Hulk, man. All right, there we go. There's always the problem with Hulk is he's too clunky. If an enemy's moving too fast, he's just nothing. He's just not even there. Do. All right, sweet. Yo, thanks for the run, guys. I could use another one if you guys are down to do one more. Ooh. Oh, man. I was going to say Valor Might targeted Tachyon. If you guys are down for another one, I just got to switch to Cap. I think Cap is the only other character. I do have... My Black Panther is lower than 160, but I don't really care. I don't really play Black Panther, to be 100% honest. Yeah, no, I'm down. Let's just run another one. I mean, that's all good. I know folks who are doing it with me don't actually like need it. They're just doing it just to do it, so we're all good. Let's just go again. Yeah, people are wilding for these patches, for this patch. It's so hilarious to me that Hawkeye is confirmed. Literally, how can you not say he's the best character? Along with Ms. Marvel. I guess you could say she's the number 2 behind Hawkeye. It's just so funny. They're out here like we're buffing everything. We're buffing everything. Some of these characters out here getting a 1,000% buff. And Hawkeye and Kamala got nothing. Nothing. I've been telling people forever, Kamala is the best character in the game. Everyone sleeps on Kamala, man. She is the bomb. She's so good. It's impossible how good she is. She's incredible. But that's that. People don't know. People want to play games. They fuck around and find out. All of a sudden, their shit-ass character gets buffed by 1,000%. And here's Kamala, the best character in the game, doesn't get a single buff. Gets a buff to the high five. Oh, watch out. She's going to high five you. She'll push you off a cliff. Like, come on. Yeah, appreciate it, Doomed. Oh, yo, MKPZ, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, MK, I'll be down. I think this is the only other OLT, but then maybe we could try to squeeze in a raid. We'll have to see. I'll have to see what time I got. I don't know how, if we're going to be able to do another stream or if we just have to do some red room. Like, look at these hits. These hits are for 50, 70, 70,000. I mean, these are big hits, right? Like, call me crazy. I don't think those were, like, small hits, right? Now, mind you, everything was working in favor there. But, I mean, that's big damage. I don't care what anyone says. For the Brooklyn Brawler, if every single click of the shield is doing 70k, okay, well, guess what it's going to be doing now? Fuck, in the same shit cat build at 155, I'm going to be doing 100. I'm going to be doing 400,000 with it. So you tell me. You guys fucking tell me. Hey, does Captain America, does anyone know, does Cap have an overcharge perk? I feel like he's the only character I never see one on. Does he have one? And if so, if anyone has it, what is it? Is it during like a commander's call? Is it during Brooklyn Brawler? What's up, Gooba? Yeah, I just can't, even with all the buffs, man, I can't wait for Winter Soldier. I really can't. Every time I select Jane Foster as a character, my game freezes. Oof, that ain't good. What system are you on? Tweeting at Brian right now. He doesn't like me, so. Brian's tweeting about Avengers. We'll see if it's Avengers related. I'm sure someone's going to harass him about it. The vault chest piece. Oh, that's good. It's a chest piece? Solid. I'm out here using... This is a hot ticket right here. So that's actually really good for me. If I use it on a chest piece, right? Right now, this chest piece is nothing. It's just Might Valor. And you got to have the helm. The helm is insane. This is just a stat stick, Might Valor. Which it's... my stats aren't even that high, right? And like... I don't know. I feel like I'm doing decent damage. But yeah, so I got Light Combo Finisher's Particle. Faultless Jarvis Barrier, I like. This is not good. This should be... I thought I had a... Yeah, I got Faultless buff here, but the stats are worse. Yeah, I don't want Precision Valor. We'll get a better piece. But I got Faultless Vibranium payload, does Vibranium, and then we can, ideally follow up with like a Sonic... or what do I have? Oh, I got Pimp. Yeah, that's not good enough. So yeah, I mean, we're not doing the best damage, right? Let's be clear. But once we get everything up to snuff, we should be looking good. And the Faultless, don't forget that this lethal Vibranium conduit actually gives you a massive, not massive, but it gives you a buff to all your heroics. So if you use that with a heroic charge rate perk, you're looking real good, right? So that's, I think, the goal. You have a yellow one? Is it, oh, a yellow one? Is it the same one from that vault? I mean, I'll do the vault. I'd prefer the exotic one. I still got to get it on Hulk, and that's from the vault too, so. No, we'll get it. If it's from the vault, if we're confident that's where it's from, I trust you guys. I'll just do that. I still like Cap. I mean, I don't think they buffed his Steamroller enough. They only buffed his Steamroller by like, what? It does like, it's like it was like 1.75. That's not enough. Even 2.75 ain't enough. Like, it needed like a 500%. Like, the Steamroller needed to like straight up kill lower level shielded enemies with high valor. You know, that's where I would need to put it. He has a perk on Rally Cry from the Vault chest piece. Okay. Is on Captain's defense. Oh. So there might be two. A lot of characters have multiple. I know some people have like Overcharge. Like Kamala has Polymorph and Embiggen. Black Widow has Overcharged and Invisible. So, yeah, most characters have two, so that doesn't surprise me. That is to be expected. I've always liked Brooklyn Brawler, you know? I've always just liked the ability of Brooklyn Brawler. So I'm cool that it's going to be uppity. We'll see how High Ruler feels about it. Unfortunately, your boy fell for the trap of making a ranged Cap. He thought he knew what he was doing. The better move would be to just not even play the character. I don't think this Cap build is bad. It's just not like, I mean, you'll see when we get to Adaptoid, it does damage. Like, even though the stats on paper, when I look at the stats, they don't even look that good. But legitimately, the damage gets done, you know? So. See, I don't know. You use the same piece for your Okay, bet. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah, that'll be a good thing to do. That's a good grindy mission. You know what's actually the thing to grind if you didn't already have it? It's too late now, but when it comes back, the Corrupted Vibranium, when that event comes out, the actual events or the actual missions themselves, those Corrupted Vibranium sectors, if you just do them, it gives a raid artifact on completion. Which is, it's not a power increase, but it's still a raid artifact in the sense that, you know, you're gonna get, what is it? You're gonna get a random roll, right? So you'll be able to get some random rolls that you want, like a faultless vibranium or a pinpoint vibranium, or if you're looking for something even different, like a perk breaker. I don't know why you'd be looking for that, but different leaks, right? I mean, you never know. Do you think Cap and Black Panther will get sufficient buffs to their heroics? I think so. I think their buffs. Well, they came out, JD. So they're out. We know what they are, and I think they're both okay. I think Cap's was really good. Black Panther got an interesting buff. He got a buff to his assault heroic more than anything. The Bash Chosen was just, it only did damage. It buffed the Panther damage by double. But his heroic, the assault heroic, the throw, they buffed that by about 8 times damage. So that's pretty substantial. We'll have to see if you could kind of really make that a build. That could be good. Yeah, Kryptonian Love, we know what's coming. It's the patch notes just came out. The new all the buffs to all the heroes is listed, and the new mission. That new mission is gonna get run over like a fucking freight train. I'm sorry. People are gonna absolutely blow that mission sky high. It's so insane to me. What's up, Chris? What do you think of the patch notes? I thought they were good. I didn't know. I knew that they were going to be mostly heroic focused. I didn't realize they were going to be completely heroic focused, which is fine. But yeah, I thought they were good. I don't think anything in it was bad. I think maybe some heroes didn't get as much of a buff as they probably needed, considering other heroes, you know, who probably didn't need as much of a buff, got buffs that almost outdo some of the buffs that the lower heroes got. But we'll see. Overall, I mean, I'm all for more buffs, and it's all buffs, no nerf, right? So that's always good, always good. So yeah, we'll see. I'm excited for it, and yeah, Kate Bishop looking good with the she got the big ultimate damage buff. That's huge because her ultimate was one of the worst things in the game. People didn't even want to activate her ultimate, right? And now she's over here looking good. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Fat Man. Range build. The range build just isn't. It just doesn't feel like how I want to play Cap. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to constantly keep the team buff with Kamala. Yo, that's legit. If you got the charge rate piece, you're looking good. I bet. Yeah, 900%. I know it's crazy, but keep in mind, I think that's just the status damage. That's the vibranium damage, meaning that they're gonna hit a guy and they're immediately charged with vibranium. So that's just the vibranium. That's not the damage, like the numbers damage. Last name, first name. What's good, man? What do you think of the patch notes? Yeah, cannot complain. Cannot complain. Really excited. We'll have to see. I feel like they added a 0 to half of these numbers. We'll have to see how legit it really was. Hawkeye got left in the dust? Nah, Chris. It's confirmation that he was the best character in the game. Like, literally, what other confirmation do you need that this was the developer's official tier list? This had to be their tier list, right? Because how else would you describe it? Man, it sucks to be a melee character right now. Oh shit. Oh no, I'm on it. I'll stay on it, boys. You got drawn in by the number. Oh, don't get me wrong. That's still really cool. Because essentially, you're just, once you have that out, you're just going to put vibranium on everything. Anything they hit is going to be tagged. And then you could hit it with the battery, you know? So no, it's definitely insane. I think his assault heroic, the real damage got buffed by I think it's like 700%. So that's up there. Yeah, I mean, some of the numbers were absolutely astronomical. They didn't even make sense. So yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see on Judgment Day when it happens. I'll probably be streaming. I might be a little late to stream because I think I got something I have to do that day. That's next Tuesday. But yeah, we'll definitely be getting in. We'll run the whatever that mission is called. The Monica. I think it's called Monica again. Monica Rappaccini. This time it's personal. Yeah, Jesus, man. They're going to make everyone look like they're modern. It's wild. We'll have to see, man, because Lejeune was just in here too. We were saying like they're gonna have to buff. They're gonna have to make the game significantly harder because I'm very concerned. Like even though everyone's right now is like, oh my god, I can't. I'm so excited. My character is gonna be amazing, which is true. But I'm a little concerned that they're gonna make the game too easy. If everything is just like at the level it is now, like, and maybe Cloning Labs will be like the next step into hard difficulty content. But right now, I mean, Claw, Super Adaptoid, I mean, even for newer players, these missions are going to get absolutely tranched by even like the weakest of builds. The absolute I'd be curious how bad I could make a build and still be able to solo Super Adaptoid. You know? That's the truth. It's kind of crazy. What's up, Joe Dirte? How you doing, man? Can I just stand in this? Oh, yeah. You gotta love that Jarvis barrier. Oh, no. What makes the buff overboard is getting your power level increased, so then we'll have high stack gear again. Well, that's true too. I mean, but even then, I mean, even if they increase the power level to 175, I mean, past 175, we don't know what it's going. We'll assume it goes to 200, right? Just to keep things nice and even. And it went up 200. It went up 25 points last time. So that's the only evidence we have of you know, this type of thing. So we'll see what that looks like, but ultimately, I mean, what's like being 15 below, but your damage does 400% more than it did before. And then, yeah, and then when you start leveling back to the new cap, you're going to be able to get fucking Valor levels. You're going to have triple 120 Valor. You know what I mean? ISOs. So, I don't know. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm all for it, but you know, we'll see. I'm happy. I'm like I said, I'm more happy just for that, for the characters that like really needed it finally got something, you know. That's my hype more than anything. Especially someone like Cap, Kate Bishop. Not that Kate Bishop was a bad character. Look at like Hulk. Right? And I know Hulk, you know, people like to think like, oh, Hulk's weak. And then other people are like, no, Hulk's actually not weak. He's insane. But now he's going to be really insane. Now he's real insane. Spider-Man is going to be, his abilities are going to be fantastic. Black Panther is going to be interesting. Kate, Cap, even Thor, the two Thors. Iron Man, his Unibeam got a buff. That's not anything crazy. But yeah, man, I mean, we'll have to see. All right, so watch this damage. Look at this damage. This has got to be respectable damage. That's pretty respectable damage. I know I wasn't doing all the damage there, but I was clicking for like 56k per click of the shield as it went around, you know? So we'll have to see, but I'll be goddamned for sure. Not having your hopes up because it could be too good to be true. No, I mean, I'm sure it's legit, but I don't know, man. We'll just have to see how it plays out because I think people are going to be pretty disappointed if their characters become so overpowered that we literally get into the Omega level, the Cloning Labs, and it just like it goes down, like MODOK goes down like a Super Adaptoid would have, you know? So I do not know, man. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's anyone's guess, really. 48, 150. I got this 150 piece, and then I got every other piece is like super low. It's really weird, actually. All right, yo, GG, guys. Thanks for the run for sure. Oh, this is Pinpoint. Valor, Resilience, Cosmic Surge on taking damage. That's pretty good. But I think I'm all set. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this cap's pretty close. I mean, I'd like to get this cap to 160 and then start doing elite raids with them, but it's just going to take time. But we'll see. All right, fellas. Yo, I think I'm going to end the stream there. I know we only did a few missions, but we kind of got all absorbed in the patch notes. But, yo, GG's to the guys who we played with. Good game. And, yo, thanks to you guys for hanging out. This was awesome. Great stream for sure. And definitely I'll have a YouTube video up with more full thoughts on the actual patch notes. Just kind of going over them. So definitely look out for that. And then, yeah, I'll probably see you guys again on Tuesday. It's not too long. It's not too long to wait for this next big patch. So we'll get in there. We'll definitely want to do some of those Monica runs. We'll see what gear. I don't know if it's going to be any new gear, but it'll be a story mission. It'll be like the Cosmic Cube, right? But we'll be in there. She's going to get her fucking ass kicked as people test out all these new builds. That's for goddamn sure. So we'll see. But all right, fellas, take it easy. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much. Be sure to like on the way out, sub if you're new, join the Discord, link in the description, all that good stuff. That's it for